And we are ready. Main event time. The Mecca Grand Championship is on the line. And there is Danny Limelight, a former No Limits champion. He wants all the gold, he said here in FSW. And he wants Chris Bay, and then he wants Shogun, and maybe he wants the tag belts. He wants everything, this guy.
Well, hey, when you're Danny Limelight, the radioactive Poppy, you can quite frankly have whatever you want. This guy is an absolute star everywhere he goes. And no pun intended, but he is a future star, especially competing here in the main event of ToyCon against Chris Bay. Mecca Grand Championship on the line.
And defending Mecca Grand Champion and TNA Superstar, Chris Bay. The Mecca Grand Champion, his last title defense, he defeated the one and only Johnny Mecca, John Morrison, Johnny TV, whatever you want to call him, Johnny Nitro.
Plenty of last names he goes by, but right now, I think everyone in attendance at the ToyCon is going to be chanting the last name Bay. Look at the determination on the face of the champion. Earlier today, in the ToyCon FSW press conference, these two came face-to-face to share some words that ended with Danny Limelight kicking Chris right in his bays.
And that's why Chris Bay ain't waiting for this match or the bell to ring. He's got the belt around his waist, and he is just firing away with the big left hands on Danny Limelight.
That's how you know it's on site, Joe. Now Chris Bay heading up to the second rope. 1, 2.
You know, this could be the biggest week in Danny Limelight's FSW career. Last week, he defeated Hammerstone inside the steel cage. And tonight, if he defeats Chris Bay, he becomes the Mecca Grand Champion. Pretty good 7-day stretch.
Now Bay just stomping a mud hole in Danny Limelight. And ToyCon is loving all of it.
Chris Bay, member of the Bullet Club, TNA Superstar, former TNA Tag Champion, as well as an FSW Tag Champion, an FSW No Limits Champion, an FSW Heavyweight Champion.
Look at that, star of House of 1,000 Corpses, absolutely enjoying the action here at FSW. We certainly hope all of our viewers joining us now on Triller TV are doing the same. We've got action all around the Expo Center here for FSW at ToyCon. Danny Limelight's head bounces off the ring apron.
And we will be back tomorrow night with Night 2, which will feature a couple of title matches with the FSW Women's title as well as the No Limits title on the line. You'll get to see 16-year-old, the young prodigy, Bodie, in action.
You want to talk about numbers? I think that's about, 30 to 40 strikes that Chris Bay has just pelted right into Danny Limelight's head.
He's getting beat so bad, Danny Limelight's trying to actually get back into the ring.
Now Danny asking for a timeout.
And you know, Danny Limelight, he is going to do anything it takes to secure a victory. But against Chris Bay, you got to pull out all the stops. And look at the speed and quickness. Double stomp, Chris Bay connects, and Danny Limelight back on the ground. The cover, 1. Ooh, only 1 count.
The ultimate finesser, Chris Bay is known as. His offense is absolutely impeccable. Huge kick to the back of Danny.
But Limelight gets back up. Snap mare kick to the back. But that just fired up Chris Bay,
who was waiting right behind him, delivers a huge knife-edge chop.
Which was very nice that Chris Bay actually waited for Danny Limelight to finish his conversation with the fan in the front.
Hey, somebody had to shut him up.
And right now, Danny Limelight, he is slowing it up a little bit as Chris Bay is just bringing it to Danny Limelight with the suplex back inside the ring. Another cover.
1 count there.
But Chris Bay, he is trying to put quick work at Danny Limelight. which is not an easy task.
Danny still has plenty of fight left in him.
It's going to take a lot more to put away a man like Danny Limelight. Whether you like him, whether you don't like him, there's no doubt that he is one of the best in the business right now. And Chris Bay knows he's got to bring his A game tonight.
Big forearm sends Danny stumbling down. Wait a minute.
Holding on to the ref. Look at this, Danny Limelight. And that's the type of thing. He's going to pull out all the stops. He's not going to get disqualified. He knows it. And he used Ref Tom to his advantage.
Some could say Ref Tom. I would say he's simply just an environmentalist. He knows his way around the ring. And now cornering Bay quite literally. Keeping him at bay, no pun intended. Oof. And we can hear the fans in attendance loud and clear how they feel about Danny. Big right hand to the forehead of Chris Bay.
Danny Limelight, he is here in FSW, and all he cares about is winning championships. And however he has to do it, he does not care.
Breaks the count there, very smart. Taking an endless beating to Chris Bay. He's got to stay on top here if he wants to walk out the new Mecca Grand Champion.
Look at that, Danny Limelight, the big boot to Chris Bay by some goof fan over there. Who is that guy?
I wasn't able to see. I'm too focused on Danny Limelight yelling at a kid.
Hey, somebody got a Danny Limelight picture. That'd be funny. A guy buys a picture that Danny Limelight takes it and rips it up.
Or Danny Limelight could possibly, very possibly, win this match, become new Mecca Grand Champion. That 8x10 is now worth a whole lot of money on eBay, Joe.
That's what I'm saying. You'll see it.
Speaking of money, that was a picture-perfect suplex. Doesn't get the win.
Only the 2 count from the snap suplex is Danny Limelight looking a little frustrated right now.
You're a goddamn nerd. Like a toy constellation. 40-year-old man.
Danny Limelight making fun of the Comic-Con fans.
Takes his eye off the prize momentarily. Chris Bay back up and at it, showing the effects of the beating he's taken so far, and that drop kick nearly kicked the teeth out of Chris Bay's mouth.
That was some drop kick. Danny Limelight connects. And he is feeling, well, he's always feeling really confident. I don't think there's ever been an opponent that Danny Limelight has felt intimidated by. Very nonchalant cover, Ricky.
Well, hey, man, you saw he was moving and grooving. You're talking about confidence. He's yelling at the people. He seems very sure of himself, as he does every time he wrestles. I mean, he just beat Hammerstone. You know, walking around like he is the guy. And now he's here to definitely prove it and walk out the new Mecca Grand Champion.
You know, who desecrates a Hammerstone banner? Who calls out Hammerstone? Well, Danny Limelight is probably the most confident man on the roster. Oh, nice back kick, and look at him. Little salsa dance with the cheeks sticking out. Oh.
Goes for a discus forearm, gets met with the high kick right to the temple. Both men down now. It could be anyone's game from here on out.
And both men still on their back, very slow to their feet. Chris Bay, his eyes looking a little glazy. But Limelight is up, and now Bay follows, starts firing away. Big chop, left hand, another chop.
The ultimate finesser firing up here, defending his championship in his ring, in his city. Non-stop chops.
And Chris Bay is feeling it.
Knocks the radioactive poppy right down.
And the crowd getting behind the Mecca Grand Champion. And listen to the crowd. They want him to put away Danny Limelight.
A too sweet chop. Pulls Danny out. Hooks him. Could we see reversal there from Danny? Up and over. Great action we're witnessing here, Joe.
And right now, Danny Limelight in big trouble. Bay firing on all cylinders, goes up top and connects.
The ultimate finesser electrifying the attendance of the Toy-Con here at the Expo Convention Center. Elbow pad comes off. Oh, absolutely clocks Danny Limelight. He just goes crumbling down. This is the position that Chris needs him in. Picks him up. Bay Buster.
And this has got to be it. The cover. 1, 2.
Whoa. Big kick out there. I can't believe it. I don't think Chris Bay can believe it either.
Danny Limelight still has some fight in him. He knows how important this match is. A victory here has got to make him the top guy to have a shot at the heavyweight champion. There's no doubt about it. If you beat Hammerstone and Bay in back-to-back matches, that catapults you right to the top.
An absolute gold star on the resume without a doubt, but let's not put the cart in front of the horse because this match is not over. Art of finesse. Nope, doesn't get it. Falls right into the rear naked choke. This does not look good for Bay.
And Limelight is screaming to call it, but Chris Bay is not giving up.
There's one. There's two.
This could be it.
Nope. Oh, we were so close to having a new champion.
And look at this bridge. The ref didn't count. Chris Bay is screaming. That was a pinning position. But he counted that one. Tom could be on Limelight's payroll. Look at this. Danny Limelight. Oh, connects with the knee.
Huge soccer kick. Gets him up, spins him around, slams him down. One of the biggest tricks in his bag. Big kick out from Chris Bay. The match continues.
Once again, Danny Limelight, he is stunned that Chris Bay kicked out before the 3.
Especially after Danny, gave him all that offense, following that rear naked choke, taking the breath out of Chris Bay, slamming him down, hitting him with some huge offense. I think I would definitely be surprised as well, but now Danny Limelight signaling he is going to put Chris Bay to sleep and he is going to awaken his reign as the new Mecca Grand Champion.
And Chris Bay, he was hanging on to the rope.
Roll up, roll up. Tom gets that one.
Nice mule kick from Chris Bay. Oh, but the knee connects right on the jaw. And Chris Bay got held up by Danny Limelight. Look at this. Tom is just in everybody's way.
Oh, we almost saw a repeat of earlier, but instead we see some revenge. Because when you're with Chris Bay, you fall to the art of finesse.
The cover. 1, 2, 3, and there it is.
All he needs is one shot. What a great main event.
Chris Bay, the Mecca Grand Champion here at the Vegas Toy Con. That is going to wrap it up for night one. Join us tomorrow here on Triller TV. The women's champion, Rochelle Riveter, against Jordan Blue. And we're going to start the day off with a battle royal that I believe you're going to be in, Ricky Tenacious. If you win the battle royal, whoever wins wrestles the young prodigy Bodie for the No Limits Championship in the main event.
Yep, can't wait to win that championship and join you for commentary right after that for the closing lines. But speaking of conclusions and closing the night, that is the last thing we see for night one. Still Mecca Grand Champion Chris Bay.